I have a dog. So if he starts barking,
Oh,
you will have to edit, do something, okay? And it was a pleasant surprise that we were awarded by Times of India also this year in their nationwide Women Entrepreneurship Award. So it was good. It felt like being trusted by the world, being recognized for all the extra efforts after all these years. So facts that I think in a nutshell, I would want to talk about facts that we are proud about is our loyal and engaged seller base, is our excellent customer service and a very healthy repeat rate of our customers. I would, say that our customer number two is still our customer today. And I mean, and this is after all the competition that exists in the market now, right? And even the buzzword that you hear now, the machine learning and the AI, etc., all this is automation and optimization of operational activities that we have been doing over the last 7, 8 years. People have called it different things over the years, but yeah, I mean, we've done that. We've grown, we've grown with that. Hi, Anand. Thank you for inviting me and hosting me at Rock Talks today. My name is Divya Kalra, and as you know, I currently stay in Bangalore. And I am the co-founder of two businesses. One is a B2C e-commerce platform called shophealthy.in, and the other is a B2B courier logistics venture called iCarry.in. And today I'm pleased to be speaking about my journey with you and all our learnings on this path called entrepreneurship. So why entrepreneurship? Why Shop Healthy, right? My personal journey, I have graduated in computer science from Ahmedabad. I went abroad to the US and I worked in the corporate lifestyle for many years. I think about 10, 11 years in the US before moving back to India. Yeah, after I moved back to India in about 2008, I realized that in our search of healthy and nutritious food, there was no one place that I could go to, to get all the health nutrients or the nutrition, the healthy food items or the health supplements that I wanted for my family. Back when we started in 2012, because we wanted this as a one-stop shop, e-commerce itself was a very nascent concept in India. People were not very comfortable buying online. And in fact, there was no WhatsApp in existence back then. There was no Amazon.in, and Facebook did not even exist in India. So it was a very difficult time to be starting an e-commerce venture. But we believed in the vision. We really wanted our customers across the country to have access to this one-stop shop where they can come and comfortably buy every health product that they were looking for. So interestingly, we launched with very few, a handful of products, about 15 or so, and only maybe two or three categories at that time. But over the years, with really just customer demand and word of mouth, we've grown to, I think it's about 100,000 plus unique products today, and across 150 plus categories. And we have about 1,000 plus sellers working with us. So our USP is that we tie up directly with manufacturers and we bring products from them straight to our customers, right? Um, yeah, I mean, so that is our journey in a nutshell. This year has been quite eventful. In fact, with the pandemic situation, the focus on health across the world has been phenomenal. Interestingly, this during the lockdown, when every other marketplace was on a pause, we were working extra hard to make sure that we deliver all the health essentials that our customers are looking for. We went and got all the approvals we needed for making sure that every Ayurvedic or homeopathic medicine, and we saw that spike in um, products like immunity building products like arsenic album, which was really popular at that time as per Ayush Health Ministry. People were buying it to be able to build immunity to fight COVID, and we worked days and nights We even found alternate ways to deliver these products because most of our sellers were also not working. So we went that extra mile and our team worked days and nights. Because we had this platform, shophealthy.in, that actually gave an online presence to a lot of sellers across the country. We had sellers making handmade shampoos or soaps or, even agarbattis or everything that is needed for their lifestyle, their household, their health and beauty, essentially. Health supplements also, like Karela juice or Jamun juice. We had sellers making this, and they were getting their online sales happening on Shop Healthy. They were getting this logistics benefit from us: free pickups at their doorstep, automated tracking, notifications to customers. It was actually them, the small medium businesses, who started asking us why couldn't they use the same service for their non-Shop Healthy business as well, right? So that is why, and that is how we carved out this separate, we carved it out as a separate entity called iCarry.in. And now we are offering it to all the small and medium businesses across India. We have gone through the pain points of scaling up, so we understand all the pain points that these businesses have faced. And that's how we are, helping them, taking feedback from them and helping build iCarry every day. We want to help them better each day, right? So that's how, and we are also, putting our own learnings in place, right? We've learned over the years how we grew Shop Healthy. We've made mistakes. We've learned from our mistakes, and we are putting those learnings in place. So, for example, iCarry now, we can. It was profitable ever since day one, I would say. Whereas for Shop Healthy, it took us at least a year to get to profitability. And now with iCarry, people can use it for even their, like, even home entrepreneurs who are making things like jewelry or clothing. They will get free doorstep pickup regardless of the number of orders. So I mean, so we are there and we are helping all the small to medium businesses scale up through iCarry. And in many ways, it works out even better than working with India Speed Post, for example, because they get a lot of added benefits that we don't really charge for. Things like proof of delivery or automated tracking, SMS notifications, even personalized labels where they can put their logo so it looks very professional, stuff like that, right? So yeah, I mean, so within 3 months of its inception, iCarry had grown to serve many small businesses in a variety of sectors across India, like apparel, home furnishing, jewelry, bath and beauty, and so many gift shops, sustainable products, packaged food items, online resellers. Everybody who wants a courier service, iCarry can help. In the fifth month, I think, in the fifth month of operations, yeah, we got into a partnership with WeWork to extend our courier service benefits to all their members across India. So they get a separate, discount coupon as our tie-up. So today, because of this 1 year of lockdown and COVID, I think people are getting more and more digital, right? And the world has become much more digital and online savvy, and access to the internet is something we really enjoy. Um, we are getting more, digitized, and we want to. It's very tempting for people to quit their day jobs and start their own businesses because online access is so simple, and marketing is so simple now, right? The word entrepreneur is thrown out around a lot these days. Many people see it as a very glamorous way to enjoy a whole new level of professional, financial, and personal freedom. But I want to say that, while all this is true, the picture is not always so rosy. There are many aspects of a job that we have enjoyed over the years without even realizing it or valuing it while we have it. Simple things like paid holidays or pursuing certification courses to fuel our passion, or even basic things like health insurance, right? So, entrepreneurship definitely, I think my advice is that for the first few months, or even as long as it takes you to break even, rather than taking the plunge fully, consider dipping your toes in it first. So if you're in a corporate job, see if this can be pursued as a weekend or a moonlighting activity, right? And you will need to have that clarity in your mind. But like I always say, that clarity in your mind, whether this business that you are now running or you're planning to run, whether this business is your bread and butter or your cream and jam. Because if you're not ready, to walk this path for the next 7 to 10 years, you might as well stick to a job, even if it's a part-time one, and do this on the side. It's the hybrid approach to entrepreneurship. for me, my personal lesson in the journey was after about a year or so, where we realized that the feasibility is not a question. Now it's about scaling up. I realized having my feet in two boats will not do justice to either. So it was about putting my 100% in for the business to scale, right? But obviously, that was only once I was convinced that it is a feasible business and it will support running my household. So yeah, I mean, that's one lesson. And the other I would say is that the first few years are the toughest. You will get a lot of unsolicited advice, maybe, or you will feel completely alienated also from your colleagues and friends who are in a corporate job. They may not, they may empathize with you, but they may not really understand all the challenges you face at a day-to-day level, right? Um, Networking also is important. Networking, collaborating, personal branding are as important as building a brand. And I think that is one lesson I would say I learned from my Shop Healthy experience. We have always been open to funding, but we never really seeked funding full time because we were so busy growing our business. We were very busy in our day-to-day business growth and automation and optimization. Looking for funding is a full-time job. It takes away focus from your day-to-day operations. So if you have the team to do it, go for it at the right time and for the right reasons. And I think the last thing I would say is that each startup idea, it needs to be researched well with someone you trust, who's your sounding board, your mentor, who can give you an honest feedback on its viability, on its feasibility in today's market. See, because ideas are a dime a dozen, but the devil truly lies in the details, which means your execution. Not everyone can execute every idea to the minutest detail without the industry knowledge, without the domain expertise, and a solid team with a vision who will stick with you forever. I mean, for the long journey at least. So, and what may sound cool today may not even be, we not even have a market for it a year or so from now. Last 8 years, I've seen this quite a lot. Many companies have started with a lot of dreams and aspirations. They've tried to solve a problem that exists today. They go all out to raise funds. They spend the money they've raised. They invest, their personal savings. They even spend. They buy, whatever the brand building takes. If it's an online business, they even buy traffic online, paid ads, etc. But many players don't survive this because funds may run out, or a bigger competitor may come into the market, killing all the small players. Or in some cases, the problem itself may go away. You know, so yeah, I mean, take the plunge, and stick to it. Persistence, resilience definitely matters. That's probably what I would say in a nutshell. Definitely check out shophealthy.in or icarry.in, whatever your needs may be. And thank you, Anand and team and Rock Talks team today for hosting me. This has been a lovely experience knowing you and working with you. It's a great pro bono initiative that you're running to support small businesses like us who are 100% made in India and made for India. More power to you guys. Okay, Anand, sorry. Start again. Not guys. No. Okay. How do you start? Hello, everyone. Never done this YouTube thing.